Hello, little bees. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Apologies, I didn't get to give you a message for the day. Um, today or yesterday for you, but let's figure out what your today is going to be. Who is going to accompany us for the day, s'il vous plaît? It was Monsan for a lot of us, for all the counting people. I hope it went well for you today. Or yesterday, depending on when you're watching these videos. Just keep in mind that the message is timeless and collective. So you could, some of it will work for you, some may not. And whenever you fall on this will be your message for the day, okay? Obviously don't watch 20 of them, because that will get confusing. Merci. We have the energy of Horus for this message of the day. Talking to us about clear seeing, intention, and perspective. So what that tells me, it's very clear. Clear seeing, so it's very clear. Let me fix my mic so it's not under my way. Just keep in mind that whatever intention you are sending out there is the energy you are creating for yourself. Your words are extremely powerful, so watch what you are saying. Keep it as positive. You know what? Not even as positive as you can. Just keep it positive, period. Send hopeful intentions at all times. Be grateful at all times, and you will see how you'll be able to see, to get a clear picture of things, of what you are receiving. Starting the day by saying thank you, by, appreciating just the fact that you woke up, that you're able to take a breath, that you're able to go to the bathroom. For some of us, this may not be, that simple. Some of us may have, digestive problems, a bag, Lord knows, with a lot of us, tend to be ungrateful for just being able to function normally, when for many, it's not that easy. So, starting the day and ending your day with gratitude is already big. It reminds us to be humble and appreciative, and we start creating a form of abundance already. And then with the perspective, you will see clearer situations, but with perspective, you are also reminded to look at the bigger picture. So step back and look at what is happening. We have number 35. What else do we have? With the perspective here, I see it's like a bird at his neck, that talks about communication, keeping faith in the universe. We have connections with ring. We have the circle, so talks about, what comes around goes around, but goes around comes around, however you want to say that one. How about we see what the oracle is with Horus, God. He has the eye of Osiris on his chest, apparently. Is an ancient Egyptian sky god who is depicted as a falcon, or a man with the head of a falcon. That was the bird I was seeing on his neck. The eye of Horus, I'm sorry, that was not Osiris. The eye of Horus, so his own eye, is traditionally used as a powerful protection amulet and a symbol of seeing, spiritual sight, and healing. Horus is known as a god of kingship, war, the sun and the moon, perception, perspective, and intention, and he is a consort of Hathor. Whenever you need to see the things more clearly, call on a Horus. So some of us in the hive, or some of you, my little bees, or some of you newcomers, hello, welcome to the new ones. I saw we got new ones again. It's always a pleasure to add little bees to the hive. Whenever you need to see things more clearly, call on Horus. But what's that also telling me? For some of you who may need to be reminded to call on for help to your guides or angel or others that may not be with you on a daily basis. Little reminder that you have your angels and you have your guides. Your angels, you need to ask for their help. They are there to help you, but they will not act unless you ask them to. Okay, so it's important to remember that in a way they kind of need your permission. Your guides will guide you. This your intuition, that's your gut feeling, things like that. They will always try to show you the way. Again, you do you. Either you choose to listen or not listen, but between your guides and your angel, you have a lot of power to take care of yourself. So remember to always ask and to say thank you. The oracle is look at things from a new and higher perspective. It is important to look at the bigger picture. And I like the new because sometimes we make the mistake to stay in the same groove, stay in the same path, and miss out on opportunities, on what the universe is trying to tell us. Okay, I guess, I don't want to go into the home, relationship, love, work, and all that, because just look at the bigger perspective. You'll have the answer. You'll see things clearer if you just, just like when we get the card from the world on the wisdom of the oracle, of the energy, actually, as soon as you look from afar, you notice all those things you're not seeing just from the smaller angle you're sitting from. Look at, that's a different way to look at things too, I don't know, if you just look at your yard from downstairs, let's say, or from you arriving in your home, you may notice something. When you look at your yard from inside your home, you notice some other things. And if you have an upstairs, you go upstairs, you may even notice something else to take care of, for example. Cover all angles of the situation. And just remember to have clear, positive intentions. If you are confused yourself, the universe will have a hard time helping you. Look at that. That's the same with the perspective and the intention to look at things clearer. This has been coming out a lot. These adjacent possibilities. You have many doors, many options. You also have some that are closed and some that are open. So I will have you notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open doors, 1 closed. That tells me that, especially with that perspective, like if you keep on looking at this one, you're missing out on all these things. And look at, if you're just looking at this, you may not be seeing the one that's on the top. You may not be seeing the one that's behind you. This one that's wide open, that's like guiding you towards the light. You're missing out on all these other lights because you're focusing on that door, for example. Okay, so just back up, look at the whole, and if you're standing here and just looking over here, you'll see just these 2 doors maybe. Turn around. Look at all the other options. And what's at the bottom? Look at that and be patient. Patience, patience, patience. But what I like with this one is that we have the winter. We're walking towards winter. So what that tells me is that between the next 3 to 6 months, you have a light, you have a new opportunity, you have a new something, you have some growth, you have some light coming. It's like you're going towards the light of the end of the, that, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you're getting out of that tunnel. And not only do you have all this beautiful winter light but you have the fire, like the passion at the middle, the time, and this angel. So to me that talks about things happening when they are supposed to happen. So with that perspective, it's also, and looking at things from a higher angle, that just reminds me again how things happen in their time. So appreciate what you have every day. Be grateful for having what you need, and allow the universe to make things fall into place for when they are due for you, you know, and you'll appreciate things a lot stronger, a lot better when they happen. Just, it's kind of like, you know, in the past few readings we've had the idea of reaping what you sow. So, you know, you plant the seeds, the plant has to grow, that, you know, and then after the plant's growing, the flowers coming out, you know. So you have to allow things to unfold in their time. It will unfold. It is unfolding. Just take a minute to let things happen, okay? Everything in due time. That said, let's see what the energy of the day are going to be, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges, nos guides d'amour. Look at that. Oh, I thought it was the moon. The page of pumpkin. The page of pumpkin. To me, the page talks about immaturity facing a situation. But with the page of pumpkin and the way she was looking at that pumpkin, that just is a picture of what I was describing, of you planting and having to let things grow and come and flower and blossom when it's their time. You know, you just, but for the love of God or the universe or Pete or whoever, just don't spend your time looking at it. Let it grow. You're not gonna, when you plant flowers, you don't just sit there, you live your life, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, here is a plant. Ace of Ghost. And look at how this cup is overflowing. New opportunity of love. With that one, let that come to you too. With the Hangman, we had the notion of you making a stop, maybe, because oh, enough. Two of pumpkin. You're in between two things again. With the Hangman, you needed to take the time to think. You need to take some time for yourself. You need, and that's the Hangman also. You know what that tells me? To look at things from a different angle. The Hangman decides to put himself upside down to think and look at things from a different perspective. So this is a message really for you today. What should you focus on today, s'il vous plaît? The Hangman. The Hermit. It's just like the Hangman. This hermit is cute because instead of going in his with the light in his cave to grieve, take some thinking, focus on himself, retreat in the cave, like away from people. This guy is like this mad scientist almost, but creating things. He's not just learning through the books. He's also practicing things. He's testing things. You know, he's in his lab with doing his things. But look at the amount of, you have the mouse, you have the cat, you have the frog. The frog that's been coming out with the oracle of the Samhain oracle from the Season of the Witch series. Reminding me of the growing and changing and transformation idea. So with the creation here in his testing, there is also that, look at that, like the brain in the pumpkin. He also reminds me of the mad scientist from The Nightmare Before Christmas, no doubt. But so we have that discovery and testing, and so focus on what it is that you can do, what you can discover, what you can create. Spend some time with yourself today. like he has the hand, the thing in his pocket, silly picture behind. There is a lot of happy vibes in this picture, so maybe focus on also, as you're doing this creation in your silly crazy lab, try to find what makes you happy. And what should you let go this today, s'il vous plaît? This is very cute. I was talking about when you plant a flower, or when you plant something, you let it go. You don't, excuse me, you don't just, I'm going to take a sip. The Palo Santo is like drying my mouth. And maybe my talking too. So when you plant something, just plant and you go on with your life. So it's funny that we have this card of transformation coming. This death card is lovely in this deck. Because it's really the description of transformation, how, you die, everything goes back into the earth, and from the earth, you grow, some energy of sort grows again. I recently was in a joking manner and laughing around, but still having a funny debate, not debate, but like realization, conversation, exchange of silly ideas, or maybe ideas that are not so silly, but we think of ourselves as the top of the food chain beings, but this one just reminds me how much we're not, and how in the conversation we were saying how maybe the plants are what's on top of the food chains, because we have this symbiotic exchange with plants where we give them oxygen, we give them we give them what is it, carbon, CO2, oxygen de carbone. Shit, I'm sorry. What is it called? Carbon, whatever we exhale that we give to the plant, and the plant's giving us oxygen. I think this is a CO2, that the carbon oxide de carbon. Shoot, I can't remember. So they give us the oxygen, and we give them whatever it is that we exhale. But when we die, we just, if we were just going back to nature, we would be just food for plants, right? So, and the plants, like, if oh my God, why am I even going into this? It's so complicated. But the idea is how if there was no human beings on this planet, plants would just take over. I mean, you may have noticed that during the pandemic, for example, how, everything looked nicer, brighter, and the plants were growing fantastically. And, if you don't quote unquote take care of certain areas, the plants would just take over. And without us, plants do take over. So I like how we see death watering plants. That's all I'm trying to describe here. Anyway, so I feel like the plants on the top of the food chain. All that to say. Which, Crystal, by the way, it's like your house is gonna eat you alive with all those plants. Those beautiful, gorgeous plants you have in there. But all that to say, today is not the day to focus on your transformation. It's funny because these are two powerful messages, because they are both major arcanas. You need to, the guides, oh my God, they're confusing me right now. Oh, I'm confused or too tired. I was hesitating doing this reading right now. I was thinking of doing it tomorrow in the morning, but for you all, but I was afraid that I wouldn't. I felt like I needed to do it now. So with the Hermit, focus on studying, learning, growing, testing, trying. And with the Death, we're telling you to let go And that's why I have a hard time translating this. Let go of the transformation. Let go of trying to change things. I'm going back to what I was saying. Don't spend your time looking at the plant grow. Let go of trying to take control. Let go of trying to change things yourself. Things are going to happen when they are meant to happen, period. It's interesting how that notion came with this card, and maybe that's why I was like also confused, because that's where the idea was going this whole time, and with this card it's just repeating what I was saying. You know, we have the transformation with the butterfly, or of course there is a bird, so maybe it is that you're trying to communicate. There is faith in the universe still. So with that let go, I'm feeling like, again, that notion with horse, like, look at the bigger picture. Let go of trying to control all the little detail of everything. Let go. Really, let go. Let things unfold the way they are supposed to. S'il vous plaît. Let go message for little bees for this today message. I am so sorry. I was getting all... The message was not coming clearly. How many cards do we have? 2. Pay close attention to your patterns and let go of those that are merely reactions to life. Nice. I like that. That's like really in between these two over here. That was then, this is now. Let go of last year, last week and yesterday, and live in the moment. That's a perfect message. Live in the now. Appreciating now. This is the only way to be happy. Living in now is what will truly make anyone happy. If you worry about tomorrow, or keep on turning back and looking in the past, what you had, where you know, like when you drive a car, you have to pay attention and see what's going on behind. But if you don't look ahead, you're gonna hit something. You have, you know, so stop looking back and don't look too far ahead, so you pay attention to what's going on right in front of you. Okay, a little message or advice for little bees, s'il vous plaît, just in case I wasn't too long already as it is. S'il vous plaît, les anges, les guides. The 6 of Imps. There is a notion of victory today. So you are walking towards your victory. So let go. And this has been the message. Victory, success has been coming out a lot. So let things happen. Trust the universe. You are walking towards your success. You know, if you just do this today, for your today, you'll have a good day. Live today, you will have a good day. It's that simple. I like it. Look at that. Look at the world from a different angle. This is a strong message today too. I don't even know how I'm going to call this video. I was thinking live today. Look at the world, you know, from a different angle. This is a clear message. Even if it took me that long to word it out. Sorry. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie. What little message do you have for little bees for today? That was lovely, even though I was like getting lost in the story here for a minute. S'il vous plaît, Maman Marie. Oh, you know what? Let me put Maman Marie down since she's not jumping. I want to get an oracle message from the season of the witch, Samhain first, s'il vous plaît. Oopsie. Whoa. Okay, well, the cauldron wants to come out with the number 10. So there is the concept of working 2 people, you know, together. Bewitching, yes, it be, blink and you shall see, a bubbling desire left in the brewing rain. This is like a spell in itself, those messages here. Cauldron. I can't even understand what I just read. Excuse me. Cauldron, le chaudron. Keyword, transmutation, vessel, metamorphosis. A cauldron is essential for a witch and is often the center of her home. It has many uses, from cooking to working spells, brewing potions, and making floor washes. The cauldron is a vessel of transformation, turning materials into something useful, healing, and nourishing. It's also a symbol of bringing many things together to create the things you want. And notice how we had our mad scientist here doing his own creation over here. Sometimes things have to be broken down before something new can be created. That death thing with the transformation, that's it. I love this. I love when this is summarizing. It may even take several attempts before you have the perfect outcome. Do not be afraid to fail or try your spells a few different times or in different ways. And just take that as a metaphor as well. Trying the different spells, they just mean like, you know, you fall, you get up, you fall, you get up. That's all it is. You know, in order to get to that success, there is trial and error. Nothing happens overnight. Do not be afraid to fail or try your spells a different time or in different ways. As you grow in your practice, you will begin to see what works and what doesn't. You will understand the signs of your bubbling pot and can make adjustments when needed. If you are holding the cauldron card, it is because there is not one path to the outcome you seek. Different doors, not one path. You may have to try different approaches to manifest what you desire. Perhaps becoming a millionaire means you have to develop a few different sources of income, or to find love, you have to kiss many frogs. And we had the frog in this reading too. Before finding your prince. A spell may need to be worked over the course of many months or even years. You cannot always expect your workings to happen within the course of a moon cycle. There are often things in your aura that are preventing you from being ready to receive what you seek, and not being positive is one of them. Not doing the right intention is one of them. Perhaps you have to learn how to manifest something else before manifesting the bigger goal. Trust your intuition. Lovely card, lovely message, wonderfully confirming this, and it looks like we want to pick a big card. This is a long message for the day here. Apologies, but the guides are the guides, and maybe I was a little too tired for this tonight. Okay, I'll just take this one. Let's see what the Oracle is telling us today. Sweeten someone's day. That's lovely. Be nice, do something. Even though you are advised to focus on yourself, maybe sweeten your own day. Okay, make yourself, go have yourself an ice cream or something. Okay, Maman Marie, s'il vous plaît. Let's see how quick it jumped when it was ready. We have Our Lady of the Rose Child. Oh, how nice. Possible that you should be spending some time with your child or your pet. Our Lady protects you from unnecessary struggle, or you could be the child on this card too. Yet there are some challenges that are essential for your soul to grow. These challenges will not be withheld from you because you are entitled to become your full self. You are currently outgrowing that which is too small for your soul. There may be suffering, but out of this will come deep healing, self-love, and gratitude. Your freedom shall come swiftly. What that tells me here, you are struggling with something. You are going through this path of trial and errors, like this guy would be. You know, this scientist, I'm sure, have had explosions on his face more than once. But this is what you need to go through to get through your transformation and to that success here. Lovely. Okay, couple more messages before I will let you go on your merry day. A little healing card. I don't do those every day, but 1, 2, 3, come on. This is a daily message. No, there you go, thank you. Okay, haha, we got two anyways. Archangel Raphael. Feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. The healing light of Raphael and the healing messages of the green do come a lot, I've noticed too. So obviously there is some healing for a lot of you. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. Oh, here it is. Like, we are definitely going towards this light after all these difficult things. Like, it is admitted and recognized that it's been difficult for some of you. Heart and soul, when making your decision, take into account what your heart and soul are saying. Sometimes the mind can deceive us. Choose through love, not fear. That is also something to always remember. You know, that intuition that will not give you any doubt, whereas your head will always makes you wonder. If you focus on what you fear instead of what you love, that's how you just won't grow. Okay, little gratitude message, s'il vous plaît. Oh, thank you. Return the favor. That's a second time. Do something nice for someone who's done something nice for you. And I want to say, just do something nice just to do something nice. But you also had sweetened someone's day. So do something nice for someone today. Make the effort. It should not even be an effort. If you just are nice all the time, it comes easily, and you'll see how you get amazing kindness in return. But this is a strong message for you today. With that, I wish you a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.